Okay, so that's what happened in the police station. So I'm assuming you're going to go to the river now.
Yeah.
Well, Daddy Velma, you're going to also go to the river now as well.
Yeah, it's maybe going to get further out.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Tom and Moon, you arrive at the river. It's a fairly large river. You get like maybe one canal boat every so often come through.
Okay.
I'm
going to keep my eyes peeled because I know what Moon's like.
You might have to. Again, there's no body there at the moment. The river does look a bit muddy though.
Is it obvious where the crime scene was?
Yes, they've got the police tape up as well. The same crime scene.
Any police officers nearby?
Nope.
Anyone else nearby?
Nope.
Completely abandoned?
Looks about it. Actually, I can make you... Well, we could see if we can roll for that. Just roll 2d6 and see if you see anyone. You're not really doing anything specific, so... Just roll.
2.
You see fuck all. If there was someone standing at the table, you'd see nothing.
Thanks.
Shall I make a perception check?
Yes, you can, and you get pluses because you're half and half right now.
What's perception sharp, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say sharp.
Just in furry mode.
Yeah. 8. You don't see anyone, but you can see that there were people here quite recently, within the last 20 minutes. That's what you're able to kind of tell from footprints and everything else.
Would I be able to use sight? Because judging by the fact that people have died here.
You're not here though.
When you get there, you can. It will take you a couple of minutes to get there anyway, because you've got to walk.
I was just downstairs. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. But again, Mr. and Velma and Moon were already there. But yeah, you can see that people were here recently, but there's no one around that can cause any sort of immediate threat.
Okay.
Right. What should we do?
Right. So yeah, there's police tape up. There's like it's a pretty good imprint of where the body was. They didn't want to because of where the mud is. It's a pretty good imprint.
Can I do some sort of check for the scene of the crime? See if I can detect anything.
Roll plus sharp. Actually, okay. So you're in. This is investigating a mystery. So roll plus sharp, and you can ask me questions. 7.
7
plus
2.
Plus 2.
It's one question, right?
So yeah, so that's 9. So one question. What question would you like to ask me?
Was it dragged at all? The
Was
body.
it dragged?
Yeah.
It doesn't look dragged. It looks like.
Was it killed here?
No.
Or was it?
It looked like it washed up on the river, or that it was dumped here. Again, I have to be a bit more vague because you did roll on 7 to 9. But yeah, it looks like it was either dumped here or it washed up on the river in the morning.
Okay.
But it's been there for a while. At least
we don't know what the corpse looked like, so I'm going to suggest we look for scent. Moon.
I shall roll for scent.
I throw you a steak as a reward.
Yay! So am I rolling for a scent check now?
Yes, you are a child. You can still know those things, Poppy.
Okay.
Because you're spooky, you can be inclined to this kind of knowledge. It's just most normal people will be like...
You are being possessed by a dark entity, so, you know...
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily have to be possessed. She just has to have powers. She can be possessed if she wants. Moon rolls a 10.
And I got a +1 from animal stuff.
Okay, cool.
What is mine?
Okay, yeah, you pick up a scent. It is not the scent of the corpse that was here. It's a scent of something else. Human scent. Well, it's corpish. It sounds like it smells. It's definitely not fresh. It's a vague smell from about a few hours ago, probably when it was completely dark. But you do pick up on a scent, and it's leading down the river.
Does it smell human?
Yes, it does.
When did it rain?
During the night.
Can I check the ground?
What are
Maybe
you
do a
checking?
roll.
Yeah, what are you checking it for?
Check it to see how muddy it is.
Yeah, roll plus sharp.
Hang on. Hang on. 8 plus sharp's 10.
10. Okay, yeah, it's pretty muddy. You can see footprints in the mud. And because of how thick it is, it's not like it's molded back into a shape. Even prints left here from a few hours ago are
Is
still
it
kind
puddly
of
and
clean.
wet, or is it kind of just mushy mud?
It's mud. I'd say it's mushy mud at this point because it's been a few hours. It rained during the night, and it's got to a point it's dried enough. It's mushy, but it's not really, really wet with puddles in it.
I don't know. I have very little leads to go on, to be honest.
Well, yeah, Moomin does have a scent, so...
We should probably just follow the scent.
At this point, while you're faffing about, Daddy Velma and Poppy turn up.
Look at it, guys.
What do you have to report?
Well, we spoke to the police officers. Apparently the first 3 murders were related incidents. Yeah, they were friends, apparently, who went to a football club. The most recent one wasn't related, apparently.
I thought the first victim was the nerd.
Yeah, Albert,
Yeah,
you got that really wrong there.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
By
the way, 3 of
you
them
got
were
it
related.
close. It was close.
Who's-
2 of them, the first
Daddy
3 that
Velma.
disappeared, were...
Who did it better than I would have.
They seemed close. They seemed like they were friends. The 4th and the 5th person, so the 5th was the one that was just found today, and the other one that went missing, were more sporty types who went to the football club on the Sunday and things like that. And they don't seem related at all. Apart from the fact that they were teenagers in the area.
Can I consult my
know.
book?
What would you like to ask the book? What would you want to look for in the book?
I thought I did my roll and then got my questions, and then I decided what questions to ask my book.
Yeah, you can do that. Also, Poppy, you said you want to use sight?
Yes.
You can use sight if you want.
I can't remember what I have to do for it. Don't I have to roll as well?
Sight. You can see invisible, especially spirits, magical influences. You may communicate with them. The spirits. You can use it, and it just helps you when you're investigating.
Okay.
You can find a spirit.
I've rolled an 8.
Oh, Tom, sorry, I forgot to mention.
Plus 2.
The officer told us that in some 6 hours we should have some notes from the morgue.
Oh, excellent! A post-mortem.
Yeah,
So Tom, you got an 8 plus.
Plus 2, so that's 10.
Okay.
So can I
What would
ask
you can ask 2 questions to the book.
Right. First question, because we narrowed it down last time that it was going to be something that lived in woodland or cave areas.
Yeah.
Or abandoned buildings, liked it damp as well.
Mm.
So I'm also going to cross-reference that with something that goes purely for teenagers and adolescents. So with the list I narrowed down last time, I'm looking for something that goes generally for riper humans.
It just talks about more feeding frenzied-based monsters. So possibility of werewolves, ghouls, things like that. Mainly things who hunt for food.
What about the larger ones on this list?
Larger ones in this list include Chupacabra.
That's not going to be a chupacabra.
You never know. It
Well,
could,
it is.
possibly some sort of other.
unidentified shire.
Also, it could potentially be some sort of otherworldly beast.
Okay, that's possible, I suppose. Some sort of eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Right, and I get my second question.
What's your second question?
I'm not sure. Guys, what's my second question?
Anyone can chip in and help you out if you want.
Any suggestions?
Well, I read a book on chupacabras once, and they leave bite marks, so that's one thing. It's weird how the bodily damage is inconsistent.
Yes, it is weird how I can't really ask the book that, though.
While you're checking
Can
the
I
book-
get a few selections of
What about
monsters and look at their
something-
killing methods?
What about something like a smart monster that might change its tactics?
Yeah, let's look at intelligence level of monsters and go at the top 40%.
Top 40%, it'd probably be a split between possible werewolf infestation, possible vampires. It's mainly because they can hunt, so they can change up their tactics to kill their prey.
I get a feeling.
What is
This
your
is not. This is not
I've
one
had an
single
idea,
kill.
but I don't know if Daddy Valen will be smart enough to do it. So can I roll for smarts?
Yeah, sure. It depends. What do you want to do?
Not Wolfkin, Jess.
No, I just had an idea about what it might be, but I don't know
You
if,
can still. You don't need to roll for something like that. If you think that if your character thinks of something, then feel free to say it.
I don't know if Daddy Valen is that interested in the occult though.
You
can still make suggestions.
That's
And
true.
he is the uncle
maybe-
of Zoe.
Maybe something occasionally transforms and kills something, but it occasionally turns to human forms and still has to cover its tracks.
Yes,
So-
that's what I was about to say. And I also do not believe this is a single kill.
Poppy. Actually, there are no spirits around here.
I thought you said there was one.
No.
Okay.
No, there's no.
I don't
spirits.
think this is a single killer, and I think this is either werewolf or vampire. Something that might be spreading.
Yeah, I think werewolf's pretty plausible.
Yeah, actually, that's the point. Moon Moon, what are you doing right now?
But I believe whatever's killing. What?
I think Moon Moon's in the river right now. I have a
Is she?
feeling. Probably. But yeah, Tom, what were you gonna say?
Moon
Well,
Moon,
firstly,
get out of the
Moon
river,
Moon.
it's dirty in there.
Let me deal with my dog. Right, Moon Moon, you're wearing my coat. Are you still wearing my coat?
Yeah.
She might be completely naked right now, but
Right. Well, if you're gonna roll in the mud, just don't roll in the mud. I was gonna say if you're gonna roll in the mud, take the coat off, but no, you just don't roll in the mud.
there's also a bit of
I
fox.
have juicy steaks here for people who don't roll in the mud.
Where's my incentive?
You can talk out loud, Jess.
Just you can say shit, you know. I'm also gonna turn the fan on. Right now, 'cause I'm a bit-
Moon Moon, I have a juicy steak here if you're willing to get out of the mud. Will you get out of the mud, please?
Why are you keeping all this steak?
Fine.
I've got a big bag of steaks. I've discussed this. I mean, they're getting a bit smelly now. I need to restock my steaks at some point.
There is a supermarket around here you can get some new steaks from.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom, what were you gonna say before dealing with Moon Moon?
I forget, to be honest. Oh, well, this thing is certainly childkin. What? Jess, talk out loud.
No.
Ugh. What I was going to say is I agree with Albert's inkling that this is something that's covering its tracks by daylight, which means... I don't know.
At least unlike my typing, hers is silent.
Well, I mean, a vampire can't cover its tracks by daylight, as far as I'm aware.
Depends on the vampire, I suppose.
There are so many different kinds of vampires.
A werewolf certainly can, but they're triggered by full moons, whereas we have an animagi on our team, being Jess, who can turn into a wolf as she pleases. So it could be an animagus, I guess. I don't know.
These
It
murders didn't all
might be
have
one of
to
those
occur
things
on a
that you
moon.
can have to probably talk about more if you find some more clues.
But an animagus has control, and this seems frenzied. I don't know. I say we head back into town. I need to stop at that supermarket, and we can check up at the garage, and then we can reconvene at the pub and try and figure out some sort of a plan.
Okay.
We have very little investigative plan right
Yeah.
now.
You've probably been out for about, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours, just investigating and doing things.
Right.
And what are you guys going to be doing, by the way?
So
You're
why
gonna be
don't you two talk out loud?
Because
Like,
so
I'm still
There's
listening to
another
what you guys are
conflict
saying.
of Harry Potter.
Because if everyone talks at the same time, then it becomes a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I know, but still, it's just.
I do talk out loud most of
I'm
it.
not looking at the Roll20 thing most of the time.
I keep peeking at it, but that's because it's on the stream thing. So that's why I read it.
What's happening? What?
I'm just being grumpy as I always am.
Grumpy
Aw.
Tom. Grumpy Tom.
That's better than Clippita.
Grumpy
That's-
Tom.
Don't be sour, Tom. All these flavors and you choose to be sour.
I'm sweet and sour. my
I
friend.
thought it was all these flavors and you chose to be salty.
Salty, I know.
You're salty in the Atlantic right now, Albert.
Ugh. Can we
Yeah.
That is salty.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do now? You've been out for about 2 to 3 hours.
Moon needs a bit of a run, methinks. So I think I'm going to take Moon Moon for a run.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Actually, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
We both do.
Right, Moon Moon, I'm going to suggest something, but we don't want to get caught. Right, Dad and
Get in
Poppy,
the river.
I'm just going to tell you to firstly, you need to go back to the supermarket when you're back in the town and get me a bag full of raw steaks, just like a selection of steaks. You know what I'm on about, Dad.
I was feeling like it was lunchtime, anyways.
Get that, get us a packed lunch, and then bring it out. We're going to have a picnic, I think. I'm going to get the coat off her. Can you go and get my coat dry cleaned while she has a swim in the river?
That's a good idea. All right, it's fine.
Yeah.
I guess I'll carry your coat.
I love how Zoe's character's just like, I'm still muddy.
But Zoe's character needs to look after themselves. Zoe's character should know
enough
better.
now. You need to learn not to play in the mud.
You're not.
I'm
You are
moving
not
up
aware.
in the river.
You're not a wolf animagus. You don't.
She
Never mind.
told me
Just
to.
do.
And you listen to the dog?
I look up to her.
So, Poppy, you're going back with Dad. Okay.
Come on, puppy.
I'm torn.
I'm trying to keep this hat on. No,
Pip.
I thought this hat would be appropriate because of Moon Moon. So
Do I swim in a river or do I go with Daddy Velma?
Be right back.
I think you've upset Tom.
I think I have.
You're swimming around in his coat.
I'll go with Daddy Velma.
No.
Oh, puppy, let's go get something to eat. And also stuff.
Okay. Well, I could do some story while Tom's BRB.
We'll just say that I fell over.
Okay, so Albert, you head back into town. And
What
there seems-
progresseth?
Oh yeah. So you head back into town with Poppy, and there seems to be some sort of commotion going on in the middle of the town. When you get back. And
Jess, why are you complaining? You're being able to allow to swim around in the river like an adorable little puppy, while my coat gets dry cleaned.
The Poppy friend.
Shush, I'm in town now.
Do you want to
Yeah.
roll around in the mud a little bit?
Yes.
We'll roll around in the mud a bit more then.
yeah, but so Danny Velma, while
You
you're
are
there,
naked though.
yeah, there's a bit of a commotion in the town right now.
Oh,
It seems people are looking very scared.
I guess we better go investigate that.
When it's there, it is a group of people saying about how another kid's gone missing,
Oh, goodness.
Oh, bugger.
and it's
Good-
also
oh,
a couple of the school teachers are also there saying that another kid's gone missing,
Oh.
and the police are trying
That's
to
where we
disperse
should
the
have
crowd.
checked.
They're trying to disperse the crowd right now.
Is the
did we
officer
go
we
to the
spoke
school?
to earlier there?
No, he's not there. It's different police officers.
Am I allowed to have a brainwave while the others are away?
Yes, you can.
I'm just internally, my character has just realised the best place that we should have probably gone is the secondary school.
Yeah.
Like, of all the places we could have gone, go and ask the peers of the people who have gone missing.
That's child protection.
We could have snuck in. We've got a 14-year-old with us, and I'm 16-year-old.
That's true.
You
I'm
could
covered
just
in mud.
wander in, really.
Exactly. Right. I've got a new plan. As soon as you guys are done in town.
So Albert, what do you want to do?
I guess we better sort of try and ask someone in the crowd who it was and what's going on.
They're just saying, oh, it's just a couple of more secondary schoolers have gone missing.
Yeah.
They've just gone. They've disappeared.
there
They didn't come
anybody-
to school this morning.
From the school in the crowd?
There are some of the teachers from the school in the crowd. Yes.
Oh, I guess we'll ask the teacher who it was. It seems like a good idea.
It's like a maths teacher. You can obviously tell it's a maths teacher. They dress the part,
Okay.
and he just looks a bit distressed right now.
I'm gonna go be a dad and a math teacher.
So what? Okay, so he's just kind of there, like bit distressed, just kind of looking into the crowd and seeing what everyone else's reaction is and trying to think.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, a couple of more kids have gone missing from our school. They never turned up this morning, and then we asked the parents to check, and they weren't there,
Fucking
so
skivers.
we haven't seen
Do
anything.
you have any idea who it was? Who went missing?
One of them was in my class. He was a bit of an underachiever, but no one needs to go missing like that, you know? Especially after Charlie got dragged out the river. God only knows what's happening right now.
Oh. Tom, do you have any suggestions?
I'm trying to think. Sorry.
That's
I can't give suggestions.
Are there any kids around that I can talk to?
There's a couple, actually. There's a couple that took advantage of the fact that they wouldn't have to be in lessons, so they look all distressed. But you can, because you're around that age, you can tell that they're just doing it to get out of school for a bit.
Can I mingle?
You can try and mingle, yeah.
Okay. Can I ask
there are
what's-
2 girls, one with... It looks like she's dyed her hair purple,
Oh, nice.
and another one with, like, dark brown hair. Same kind of height, about, I don't know, 5.5 foot. They look quite young, and they're not really... They're fair-faced, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, the main thing that you can see is that one's got very, like, dark purple hair.
Okay.
Just a vampire killer. Staker.
Do it!
First off, where did you get your hair dye?
Savers.
That's
Specsavers, what?
No, Savers.
He said
It-
Savers.
It is a shop.
Yeah.
I know these things.
Do you know what's going on around here?
So
Like, who's
they're
missing now?
Brad.
Brad?
Fucking Brad, again.
Brad's
Tom,
gone.
language.
Which Brad? Because I know quite a few Brads.
Wilkinson.
Oh, damn it.
And there's Davis. He's gone too. I didn't think they were going to turn up to school this morning anyway, because of what happened to Charlie. But
Yeah.
no one's seen him. I didn't see him. I mean, I texted him yesterday, and he seemed fine. Don't know what's happened to him. I was texting him, and he just didn't get anything through.
Are you sure they're not skipping?
I would think he would have replied to me, at least. She seems really offended. What now that she's thinking about, like, he would have replied to me, right? She looks at the other girl, right? The other girl's like, of course he would. He's not a cheater, is he? Hey, I know these things.
Are you sure? Because I saw him hang out with Stacy the other day.
Stacy,
Stacy.
that little bitch. You're not lying, are you?
Oh no.
I'm gonna go fucking find Stacy now.
So you're still gonna get more trouble.
Hang on, aren't you the new kid?
Nah.
She's trying to
just-
place of where she's seen you. You in maths? You in the same maths as me?
They claim you're
Same
part of a
set.
school.
Where's Alb through all this? Where's Dad?
He's still talking to the maths teacher. Not try. I'm just gonna be like
Duh.
So maths 2 + 1 = 4, right? And he's like, no, it's 3, and you're like, really?
Things have changed since my day.
That must be new maths, I guess.
Damn metric system.
Nah, I'm in Brad's history class.
Yeah.
Roll plus charm to see if you can get away with that.
Oh god.
Very strong.
Because first you have to make the assumption that he does history.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't. What's your charm?
I'm gonna quickly check.
I think it's +0.
It's +1.
It's a +1.
Yeah.
11's
Okay,
not
so that's
bad.
an 11. Yeah, you managed to do that. Oh,
I'm so full of bullshit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen you before. She's convinced herself that she's seen you before. Why aren't you in school? Are you off ill or something? Or are you doing what we're doing?
Oh, I'm just skiving.
Good on you. Well, we're gonna go find Stacy. I'll see you. I'll see you at school.
So yeah, I'm gonna go converse with my dad.
Is he the old-looking bloke with the weird mustache?
Yeah, don't tell him about his mustache though. It looks terrible.
She just nods. She giggles a little bit, and then they wave and walk off.
Mustache sense is tingling.
Someone's insulting my mustache. I can feel it in my bones.
Is that fucking sugar about my mustache?
You got like milk on your mustache, or like cream from your tea this morning.
Oh, we'll
Daddy
turn it
Grandma.
and get rid of that. No. Yeah.
There is someone called Brad and someone called Davis. Brad.
Oh, good.
And I just bullshitted 2 kids.
Language.
Good job.
Can I be told their names again?
You never actually asked the name of the girls.
No, not name the girls.
Oh, it's Brad and Davies. Oh, Davis, sorry. She didn't give last names. They probably don't even really mention last names. They're girls. They're like 16-year-olds. They didn't give a shit.
Cool.
But yeah, they're the ones who go. At least they said have gone missing today.
And one of them seemed to be really close to them, and I sort of just said that he's sleeping around with someone called Stacy.
I show pity for Stacy now.
Poor Stacy.
It's a small sacrifice to solve this mystery.
Just piss off Stacy.
Stacy will have to take this, and at the end we will find Stacy.
Stacy's the murderer, and she comes back for revenge.
Oh no!
What a twist!
What a twist!
Right. Just right.
I wish I had the music plugged in right now because my hard drive's not working. Because I have Stacy's mum on my hard drive in my music. Because I had to do it for a friend's birthday.
I remember.
Just
you
edit
said
it
about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right. Shall we get back to?
Yeah. So Tom,
Let's
what are
reconvene.
you doing while everything's happening? Are you just kind of?
I'm sitting here reading my book. Do I get any insight from reading my book of mysteries and just mythological creatures and paranormal creatures? Like just sitting there reading it because I've been reading it for a good hour.
You learn
now.
a lot about harpies.
Oh, brilliant!
And you've determined that it might not be harpies this time. But hopefully next time there'll be harpies.
Are you saying my character decided, right, I need to solve this mystery that I've already decided is either werewolves or vampires, turn to the harpy section and just read that?
Yeah, no, you open the book, it's just on the harpy section, like, oh, I may as well read about that. And then you've read most of it, and you're like, I'm very sure now it's not harpies. I already had a good idea, but I know for a fact it's not harpies. Which is a good thing.
Excellent. Meanwhile, Moon has been switching between the mud bath and the river.
Which is also quite muddy. So.
And she's naked, and I don't have my coat, so
are you like sitting there hiding behind the book so you don't look at her?
A little bit, yeah. I can't quite handle it.
She is half and half, so you know.
Yeah, I can't quite handle it. My character's way too socially awkward. No, don't do that.
China.
That's not cool.
What did he just do?
Not cool.
It's just Albert just going, vagina. This is going fucking swimmingly right now.
I have no clue.
I do
why I
behind my
managed
book
to
some more.
just.
Anyway, yeah, you can reconvene if you want.
Let me-